Welcome back from Bharat sir. Very good morning, my dear student. Welcome back to our e-learning program. And as you know, chemistry continues. You already attended 4 lectures in chemistry, and from since last 2 lectures, that were lecture number 3 and lecture number 4. You are already knowing that we are continuing the topic of properties of acid and base. That topic we continue, you all know. Now, my dear student, the topic which we continues regarding a chemical properties of acid and base. You already studied about 2 properties, if you can remember. We have reaction of acid and base with metal, you all know. Then we have studied about in our last lecture number 4. Today lecture number 5, we will write just now. In lecture 4, we studied about reaction of acid with metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate or bicarbonate. They utilize the word in NCERT metal hydrogen carbonate, ultimately metal bicarbonate. That reaction we have already studied. How one line and MCQs can be asked to you from that you will understand. Right at the end of the lecture, we will discuss some of the MCQs, and you will come to know that from activities or experiment which has been given, you will be able to understand various types of MCQs, one line, they can ask from that. Now, my dear student, today in our chapter 2, lecture number, in our today's lecture number 5, in chapter number 2, that is acid, base and salt, our target in today's lecture is to complete the chemical properties of acid and base. Let us complete it today. Okay. So now, my dear student, today we are actually going to discuss about 2 chemical properties in detail. One that is well known, understand, let us discuss that. That is in textbook it is given 2.1.4. I am just writing number for you so that it happens when you are revising from our material, or if somebody is reading the textbook, it might be easy for him to understand and read it. Okay. Now, which property we are going to study? So, the property which we are going to study is reaction of or reaction between acid and base. Okay. This is the chemical property we are going to discuss today first. Reaction between acid and base. Whenever acid and base react with each other, which are the product. Understand? So, my dear student, this is our target today. Reaction between acid and base. That is what we are going to study today, and we will try to understand it today. I think in previous standard, you all might have got an idea regarding this, I think. And somewhere you must have heard this word also, I think, that acid and base, when mixed, they chemically react with each other and cancel each other's property and ultimately form salt and water. You might be knowing which is called neutralization reaction. Even if you don't know, we are going to discuss in detail today. But at least I suppose somewhere this property, some type of discussion might have taken place somewhere at some point of time. Understand, as my guidance is there in every lecture. In last two lecture I told you, whenever you describe any chemical property, your first target is to write general word equation which describe that overall chemical reaction which is going to take place. Understand, my dear student? So, for understanding the reaction between acid and base, I will first write generalized chemical word equation for that. This is what you should understand. Whenever acid and base, we are writing the word equation like we write in every chemical property. Okay, whenever acid and base, speak with me and try to understand at home, right? When I'm explaining any chemical property, you have to think like you are offline and sitting in front of me in the classroom. And when I speak anything, suppose I spoke that whenever you want to explain any chemical properties of acid and base, you have to think of generalized statement first. So when I speak that, you have to speak with your mind. Your mind is your Bharat sir. Understand? So, when acid and base react with each other, they cancel each other's property and forms salt and water. That is the general explanation of this particular chemical property. Understand? Reaction between acid and base. What you will write? Whenever, first you can write the statement, okay, whenever acid and base react with each other, they form salt and water. Understand, this property of acid and base, cancelling each other's chemical property, means chemical behavior, and ultimately form salt and water, is also known in chemistry as, can you remember, my dear student? It is known as, because acid and base neutralize each other's property, we can also call it neutralization. It can also be called neutralization because acid and base cancel each other's chemical property, chemical behavior when they mix with each other and ultimately forms what? Salt and water. Understand, that is known as neutralization reaction. Understand, you will understand the reaction of acid and base of neutralization. Sometimes it is also called titration experiment. In 11-12 science, when you go there, you will perform chemistry experiment. Suppose I want to do some chemical activities to prove that when acid and base react with each other, They salt and water. How can I prove this? How can I prove that acid and base cancel each other's chemical property and ultimately form salt and water during the process of neutralization? And I explain this activity, though mentioned in textbook, my dear student, you can make it yourself because I have already in our lecture number 2 gave you an idea regarding some natural indicators as well as synthetic indicators which impart different color with acidic and basic solution. Understood. So you all know that synthetic indicators which I explained in our lecture number 2, understand, that is phenolphthalein, which remains colorless in acidic solution and impart pink color in the basic solution. So that one property, if my dear student you can remember, we can utilize here to prove this chemical property. Okay. You all know the name of the indicators, that is phenolphthalein. Okay. Phenolphthalein. When phenolphthalein indicator imparts which color with acid and which color with base, that my dear student you all know very well. Understand, with acid means with acidic solution and with means with basic solution, it imparts different type of colors that you all know very well. With acid, phenolphthalein gives which color? It remains colorless. Okay. Means whenever it is added to acid, understand, it becomes colorless, and with base it gives pink color, that you all know. This one property which you know is sufficient to explain these chemical properties very easily. When acid and base react with each other, they form salt and water. Suppose, how can you perform an experiment? You can perform it very easily. Suppose, my dear student, if you want to just explain, understand, in the form of activity, simply suppose you have taken one test tube. Okay. Suppose we have taken one test tube. Okay. And this test tube which we have taken, okay, already consisting of, in this test tube actually, okay my dear student, in this test tube, let me either take any one acid or any one base I have to take. Understand, either I can take acid or I can take base. Let me take one particular base for proving the reaction between acid and base which neutralize each other's property and form salt and water. Suppose, my dear student, I take, suppose for understanding, at least I have to take one basic base here. Okay. Suppose I take sodium hydroxide. Okay. I have taken base sodium hydroxide here. You all know the formula very well, NaOH. Understand? Obviously, all acid and base are transparent liquids only. So, this is also a transparent liquid, my dear student. Now, do one thing. Add few drops of, what we have first done, we have taken some 2 ml, 3 ml, understand, sodium hydroxide solution. So, sodium hydroxide solution here in this test tube. Now, it is actually colorless, that you all know very well. Now, my dear student, if you add few drops of phenolphthalein in it, okay, phenolphthalein indicator, when few drops of phenolphthalein indicator are added in sodium hydroxide solution, you know the property. With phenolphthalein, base impart which color? The base impart pink color. So this transparent solution by addition of phenolphthalein turns pink in color. Okay, just try to understand what we have done. We have taken a test tube. In the test tube, we have taken sodium hydroxide solution, one of the strong base. Then we have taken, because we want to study the neutralization of acid and base, then we have added few drops of phenolphthalein indicator in that. So that transparent looking liquid of sodium hydroxide immediately turns pink in color, because phenolphthalein always impart pink color with base. This is enough. Now, my dear student, what you have to do is that now add, suppose we have to take one acid also, add hydrochloric acid solution, understand, slowly in this mixture, in this sodium hydroxide solution, which is pink in color. At the time when you go on adding hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid solution here, you just go on stirring the mixture and observe what happens. Understand your observation now. What happens initially? In the test tube, we have taken sodium hydroxide solution, which was actually, you all know, it is sodium hydroxide solution is transparent liquid. Few drops of phenolphthalein indicator is added. So when few drops of phenolphthalein indicator is added here, the phenolphthalein indicator imparts which color? It imparts pink color. So the solution, which was initially transparent liquid, now turns pinkish in color. Now what you have done? Now you have started adding hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid in this, and you started stirring the mixture. You started stirring the mixture. So what happens? Within short period of time, the solution turns colorless. Understand? The solution within short period of time, which was initially pink now, understand, turns colorless. Why it happens? Because what is the property of acid? That is to become colorless in presence of phenolphthalein indicator. So actually what might have taken place here, my dear student, the pink color solution now turns colorless. So what happened actually, and what are the final product? Obviously salt and water, transparent, understand. Actually what must have taken place? The property of base was to impart pink color in presence of phenolphthalein indicator, but the property of acid is to remain colorless in presence of phenolphthalein indicator. So the moment you added acid here and you started stirring, actually acid, hydrochloric acid, destroyed the properties of hydrochloric acid, destroyed the properties of sodium hydroxide being remaining pink and the solution turns colorless, and that was our initial definition. Whenever acid and base are mixed, they chemically react with each other, cancel each other's chemical effect, chemical property, and forms ultimate two products, that is salt and water. So my dear student, is this, it is called neutralization reaction, and a well-known equation you might all be knowing. What actually we took hydrochloric acid and NaOH. So if somebody just want to write the chemical equation for this, you can easily write it. Understand how will you write it? Suppose you just have to write the chemical equation showing relation between hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. I am just writing here. Understand what we have taken HCl. Understand, always in dilution form, HCl plus NaOH. When reaction take place between these two, they chemically destroyed each other's property and ultimately formed what? NaCl, that is salt, understand, and plus water, H2O, understand. That's why this is called, in fact, neutralization reaction. We can call it neutralization reaction. You understood this? So my dear student, the third property, well-known property, and you must be in knowledge of that also, that whenever acid and base react with each other, they cancel each other's effect and forms salt and water. I have already taken what? I have taken hydrochloric acid and I have taken sodium hydroxide. If you want to perform an experiment, you can take any acid and any base. You can take KOH, potassium hydroxide. Here you can take nitric acid, HNO3, or you can take sulfuric acid also. Any acid and base you can take to prove this experiment of reaction between acid and base. We call it neutralization chemical reaction. You understood this? Okay, so this is the fourth property we have understood. Okay, what is the title of the property? Reaction of acid and base. And my dear student, the last property which we want to study today, that is 2.1.5. Let us discuss it also in detail. Okay? The last property which we are going to study now, okay? The last property already. And that is the reaction of, I am just writing that title, you should write with me that particular title, okay? So property, I am just erasing it. चलो ध्यान आपो. Property 2.1.5. Number सेना माटे, just for your reminder, otherwise nothing. Understood? The next property, that is reaction of metallic and non-metallic oxides with acid and base. Just try to understand the title. I am just, though it is not in text, they have given general title, but I am writing two title. Reaction. I am writing two titles. Okay. First, reaction of metallic oxide, okay, with acid. Second title, when we explain, we will write. Here just the one title only, that is reaction of metallic oxide. Mind this word, metallic oxide with acid. What happens actually? And we will try to understand. Before I explain this property, my dear student, you should let us write for the reference, so that when I explain this, you will come to know. Here we are explaining reaction of metallic oxide with acid. So I am writing this way. See, that neutralization reaction I am writing in this way. Base plus acid. What it forms, can you say? Salt and water. Why I have written this for your reference, that you will understand when we study this chemical property in detail. Okay. Reaction of metallic oxide, understand, with acid. Any metallic oxide we can take for the study of simplicity. Okay. One important point which we are going to discuss at the end of the lecture, understand. Okay. Suppose, my dear student, one metallic oxide, so we have to take, suppose we take one metallic oxide, copper oxide. You all know copper oxide. Can you tell me the color of copper oxide? You all know copper oxide. You remember the chapter number 1, okay? Copper oxide, which is actually blackish, okay? Blackish in color, that you all know. Now, when copper oxide reacts with copper oxide, means obviously metallic oxide, that you understand and you come to know obviously. So when metallic oxide, that is copper oxide, react with one of the acid we take, suppose we take hydrochloric acid, chalo, HCl, understand? When copper oxide react with hydrochloric acid, actually what happened? The chemical reaction take place between one metallic oxide, that is copper oxide. Any oxide you can take, not necessarily that you should take copper oxide, but because it has been mentioned in textbook, so we are taking it. Copper oxide, which was actually black in color, understand? You all know. Now what happens when copper oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid? Product we will write just now, but first you understand, whenever it reacts with hydrochloric acid, it turns bluish green. It turns bluish green, understand, because of production of one particular salt, that is copper chloride, understand, and water is formed. Try to understand this. Understood? What happened? Actually, copper chloride, one of the salt, chloride means salt, that you all know. Copper chloride, which is formed here, is actually bluish green in color. Okay? Right? And a chloride, that means salt, you know very well. All chloride are salt only. So actually what happened when, just try to understand this, when metallic oxide react with acid, it produce salt and water. This particular chemical reaction, if you want to explain, if I ask you in test or in exam, समझो बराबर, if I ask you describe reaction of metallic oxide with acid, तो पहला you have to write a generalized statement Let me write generalized statement. શું લખશો બોલો? Whenever, what you will write? Whenever metallic oxide react with acid. Okay, whenever metallic oxide react with acid, it forms what? Salt and water. Okay, then you will explain this. When copper oxide, which is black in color, react with hydrochloric acid, it turns bluish green due to formation of copper chloride, salt and water. Okay, the chemical property you understand. Now my dear student, actually what happens, see, now I want you to compare this with this. See, start watching from here. Acid, here is also acid. Salt, here is also salt. Water, here is also water. The only change what you are seeing only this change, that metallic oxide, in place of metallic oxide, which word is here? Base. So ultimately that explains the neutralization reaction. So ultimately this is also one type of neutralization reaction, because ultimate product are already salt and water. So because metallic oxide react with acid and form salt and water, that means metallic oxide actually does the work of base, because it react with acid and forms salt and water. So my dear student, you should note down one particular statement, that this is what you need to remember, that metallic oxides are, that you should remember, this word is most important, basic in nature, because every metallic oxide when react with acid, it ultimately form salt and water, because it behaves as a base, because it react with acid and form salt and water. So metallic oxide are actually basic in nature. You understood this chemical property? Okay. So this has been clear in your mind. Chalo, my dear student, let me write the second title and let me explain. You note down all this? Metallic oxides are basic in nature. Ultimately, all metal oxides are basic only. That you should know. Okay. Let me write the second title and explain. You actually you know that. You have studied just now. Okay. In property which we studied, reaction of metal carbonate and metal bicarbonate with acid. There only we have studied, but then also let me make the second title for you. Okay. Second title in this, reaction of non-metallic oxide, okay, with base. Mind this statement very well. Reaction of what I have written here, non-metallic oxide with base. Can you guess the chemical reaction here? We have already discussed this. Ultimately, I just want to remind you, when we discuss the production of carbon dioxide during that reaction of metal carbonate and metal bicarbonate, where how you detect the presence of carbon dioxide, that mixes with the lime water and make it milky white due to production of calcium carbonate and water. So my dear student, that was ultimately this chemical reaction only. Non-metallic oxide, so I can write carbon dioxide. Obviously it is non-metallic oxide. When react with base, which base there was? Calcium hydroxide. Understand? That you all know. Base are termed by the name hydroxides. All hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, all are base, that you all know. So here this is base already, and this is non-metallic oxide. When react with each other, you must be remembering the product calcium carbonate and water. You understood this? So actually what happened, let me just list it out. Actually what happened, this was base. Okay, and here we have taken what? Non-metallic. Carbon is obviously non-metal, you all know. Non-metallic oxide, when react with base, it forms calcium carbonate, that is salt, and water. So ultimately the product itself implies that it is already a neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction, because ultimate product are salt and water. This is non-metallic oxide with base produce salt and water. So can you understood this? Compare with that reaction. Base, salt, water, acid. That means non-metallic oxide react with base and form salt and water. That's why one statement is sufficient for you. Non-metallic oxide. Okay, can you speak before me? Non-metallic oxides are, what should I write? Are acidic in nature. Okay, non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. That you should note down. This is very important point. Metallic oxides are basic in nature and non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. You understood this? So, this chemical property, the last one which we explained, are reaction of metallic oxide with acid and non-metallic oxide with base. Understood? So, before we end today's lecture, we have completed the quota of discussion about chemical properties of acid and base. Okay, in the next lecture we will continue another aspect of this chapter. So thank you very much from Bharat sir for attending today's lecture.